So now I'm checking out my last barbecue spot for this trip, and it's one of Fort Worth's best barbecue restaurants called Heim Barbecue. Very known for their bacon burnt ends, so that's probably what I'm gonna get. I'm still kind of full from Panther City, but I still want to like check this off my list since I don't know when I'll be back here. They're so proud of it, home of bacon burnt ends. Some fun fact, the original Heim Barbecue location is actually where Panther City BBQ is located right now. So once Heim started growing and becoming more popular, they sold that location and then they opened their new first location at the Magnolia Village in Fort Worth. So what's interesting is they also have their own bar with local craft brews on tap. We're trying the Revolver Brewing. It has blood orange, so it looks kind of unique. Wow, the bacon burnt ends is a must here. The quality, the tenderness, the juiciness reminds me of like having the chon kawali, which is the Filipino roast pork, but made into like a burnt ends way. So it's been smoked and then they use this rub that's kind of sweet and savory, but not too sweet, which is perfect and adds more dimension to the flavor and cuts through the fat. Overall, I actually enjoyed what I had at Heim Barbecue. The brisket actually was very, very tender. I was very surprised. It kind of reminded me of what I had at Franklin Barbecue, although I would say that this one was a little too tender, where it was kind of crumbling at some point because of how tender and soft it was. And I prefer more flavor and more smoke taste with the brisket. The bacon burnt ends was actually really good. I definitely recommend you to try that. So now we're giving you an exclusive behind the scenes pit tour.
We got everything wrapped right now, so that you can't really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're finishing everything up for the day.
Oh, okay.
We got 4 ribs right there wrapped up. About 10-15 more minutes and they're done.
So are these all ribs?
Those are ribs. These right here coming up.
Oh, I see sausage.
Our pork butts. Yeah, we got sausage and then some of the bacon burn ends coming up behind that.
Oh, you have pork butts as well?
Yeah, those are pork right there. Those are wrapped ready to go pretty much. And these are the bacon burn ends coming up.
Oh, nice. Oh, so these are the bacon burnt ends. So what kind of sauce do you use for the
No sauce.
bacon? Oh, for the bacon burnt ends? Oh, okay.
It's all rubbed.
So what makes it sweet?
The brown sugar.
Ah.
We don't use any sauce on anything unless you use the sauce on the tables. But yeah, these are all just the wrapped briskets right here. These are for tomorrow. Yes, like they're
okay.
being there for like another hour or so.
Oh, okay.
We'll pull them out, let them rest for like maybe 2 hours until they come down to about 1:45. Put them in the warmer, let them rest overnight, and that's what they're gonna start with tomorrow morning, fresh, beautiful brisket. These were on, I think at 7:30, and it's 4:26 right now, so they've been on for a good while.
Okay.
They'll probably be pulled out by 6,
Okay.
6 maybe 6:30.
Okay.
Not too late, but they do rest for a good 12 hours before we cut into them. We just want to make sure all those juices are there.
Yeah.
Bacon takes about 4 hours to cook. The pork ribs take about another 45 hours to cook. Everything's wood. No
Post.
no gas, no electric, nothing heating. It's just straight fire. I can show you the firebox too. And everything in here spins. Well, you can hear it spinning. The rotisserie.
Does all the other locations have this setup?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we all have.
Oh, cool.
Except for Dallas. Dallas has one of these and then a smaller one.
Oh.
Yeah, but River has 3 of those, and we're about to open up another location in Burleson.
Oh,
And
wow.
we have 3 brand new ones over there. So, but yeah, it's all fire. That's the only way we cook right there. No gas lines, no electric heaters, nothing else. Just straight wood and smoke.
Oh,
Low and
perfect.
slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can fit up to 600 pounds of meat in each one of these.
Wow. That's
Oh.
really
Like for this weekend coming up, we got Arts Goggle. We're probably gonna cook like 50 to 60 briskets. So we're gonna be pumping out some product this weekend.
So how come yours is different? Because most of the ones we've seen are the pellet,
Oh, the offset
rounded?
smokers.
yeah.
So those are a little bit different. These have the rotisseries in them. You can see the meat just kind of sitting there and
Yeah.
the smoke going over the meat. Here it spins
okay.
and all the smoke comes out of that vent right there in the back
Oh, okay.
and it exits
So it's more even.
through that right there. It's a lot quicker, like for bigger cooks, for restaurants like this. It's
yeah.
a lot easier for us to kind of keep up.
How
Because they
many
were
briskets do you do per day?
for today we had 20,
Oh.
25 I think.
Oh, okay.
Friday we had 35.
Oh, so
Saturday
you do
we
it
had
based
35.
on what
yeah.
you're
So we picked
anticipated.
35 briskets for the weekends. Going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we probably do about 20.
Oh.
Depends how
okay.
busy we are. But that's still a good amount of.
Yes, you're open until 9, right? So does
Yeah.
it normally sell out even like way before?
Oh,
Like,
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
When was it? I
has it
think
ever reached like 9 where there's still brisket or no?
yesterday we ran out of everything except for brisket. We still had like a few pounds of brisket.
Oh,
But I
okay.
mean,
Oh.
Yeah.
we had that much brisket at the end of the night, so it was like, all right, we did a good job.
Yeah, the burnt ends are amazing.
Yeah.
And those,
pork belly.
and those,
Yeah.
that's what we're known for, I think. Just the burn ends. A lot of people like it. Some people don't because it's too sweet for them sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of people are used to that sweetness
Oh,
in the meat.
Panther City was sweeter
Yeah.
than this one.
Oh, really?
So, oh yeah, yeah.
We-
But this
yeah,
is
'cause
more
I-
melt in your
We,
mouth.
we
Yeah,
went the
they're-
same day. We went like
Well,
That's why we're.
with them over there, they cook straight on the racks, I think.
Oh.
And they don't use the pans like we do. So whenever you cook like that, there's a lot more heat. They kind of dry up a little bit and they stay harder,
Oh yeah.
a
yeah.
little bit more
yeah,
firmer.
yeah, sure.
With this, I think the pan actually helps distribute the heat evenly, so the
Oh,
burn ends
Oh.
are
that
really
makes sense.
breaking down and get like almost
Yeah,
like a
it's like
marshmallow
melt in your mouth,
texture.
yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you get that first bite, everything just kind of explodes.
Yeah,
in your mouth.
yeah.
So, yeah.
It's just a wonderful,
Yeah.
it's just a wonderful thing. Same thing with the ribs; they have the same flavor because we use the same seasoning for the
Oh,
for the
okay.
pork ribs and the pork butts. But with the pork butts, you won't really taste the sweetness because once we get it inside, we'll just
Oh, okay, okay.
shred it all up, mix it
Yeah.
in there, and it'll just be a mixture of things. But it's some good stuff.
Yeah,
I like
So we'll have
it.
good
to come
stuff.
back for
I
that.
love it. I love working here. I've been here for what, six and a half years now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
So it's
This location or you move around?
I move around.
Okay.
Like I just got from I was working in Dallas this morning, and I helped them out.
Oh,
And I
okay.
came over here just to kind of
Oh.
make sure everything's.
Okay.
So do you train that? Does every pitmaster have to go through like how many hours of training? Because it's
Yeah, like-
it's an art.
He just started a few weeks ago.
Been there for
3 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks.
This is, I think this
Oh,
is his fourth week, and he's been opening for 3 weeks,
Oh, okay.
and he's locked that down. Like the opening
okay.
is perfect.
Oh.
Now we're gonna work on the closing. So he'll close for the next 2 weeks before he moves to the other store when we open that one. So whenever we do
nice.
go over there, already knows everything. I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about
So
training
it's
anybody
Yeah,
because
yeah.
all the training came from here.
That's good.
Oh,
It's
nice.
an art.
It takes time. It takes a little bit of time. Like I'd rather have somebody that has no experience sometimes, and just train them like that because
Oh
we
yeah,
can kind of
yeah.
manipulate them and move them how we
Train
want
them,
them. Like
Yeah.
we'll just show them like the right way, our way.
Yep.
And sometimes when we hire, but like with him, he came from a different place, but he adjusted to our style of cooking.
Oh,
A lot of people don't do that. They want to keep their style of cooking and bring it over here.
Actually,
It's
it's more
like-
unique because most are really the pellet, like the
the
offset.
offset,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I like those better.
The offset.
Yeah, the offset. I like cooking on those. You're more hands-on. You're doing more. You're moving, rotating. Actually, kind of really
doing more
in there
things.
with me. Just like, oh, okay,
Set
yeah.
and forget.
Yeah, that's what I say. Set it and forget it, but you can't forget it because
Oh yeah, that's
you
true.
forget
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
your
You
fire
revert
die
back.
out. Oh, you'll be backed up for like an hour, hour and a half. You just look at your temp, it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
You're
so,
like-
okay, so the more important part is making sure you're
Fire,
putting fire.
fire management is the most important part. Is what I tell everybody. The most important part. Because if you don't manage your fires correctly, that can set you back so much.
But you base it on the temperature, right? The gauge, because otherwise the
It's
fire
right here.
pellets are like the wood is not even.
Well, it kind of there's a damper in the back that controls the temperature. So
Oh,
whenever it
okay.
reaches a certain term right there, it'll open it and then
Okay.
it'll close it. So it'll let that heat in and then it'll close it.
So you can actually
Slick
set it.
Yeah.
Set the oh, okay.
The
okay.
red gauge is where we have it set,
Oh,
and
okay, that
we can
makes
just
sense.
kind of move it. That's where,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. So I was like, how do they control it?
yeah, we control it a little bit
Random.
better, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it's
that's good.
pretty well controlled. We do a pretty good
Yeah, it's
job
very
at it,
important.
yeah. It's very, very important, yes, yeah.
So these two
down.
are for briskets? These two?
Mainly,
Or just this one?
Mainly briskets for these two.
Okay.
This first one right here is mainly for pork.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of all we use it for. is
Yeah.
for pork,
Ah,
turkey, chicken, everything else.
okay.
Then we recently just started doing turkeys again, which I'm really excited about because I love turkey.
We love pork belly, so
yeah.
we're so happy
Yeah,
to
we
see
were-
pork belly
It
breast.
kind of the how tender
Yeah,
and
you
juicy
can-
it was
yeah.
reminded
You can see,
reminded me
like,
of like chon
how-
kawali, like in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roast pork. belly.
You can see how clear that is almost right there. You can see how the sun almost is going
Oh
straight
yeah.
through it
yeah.
from the pork belly right there. It's just beautiful
Wow.
color right there.
Well, I hope you enjoyed checking out Heim Barbecue with me. And if you enjoy more Texas barbecue content, check out this video right here.